with Sabian. We're here at the 2011 PASIC show. I want to talk to you briefly about a really cool promotion that we've got going on, and we need your help. It's called Player's Choice. The cymbals you see before you here are all prototype cymbals. They're listed on a website called cymbalvote.com. If you go to cymbalvote.com, you can see some of our top artists like Neil Peart, Mike Portnoy, Dave Weckl, Terry Bozzio, all playing these cymbals. I want you to check them out, and then you have a chance to vote on your favorite cymbal. The 4 selected cymbals at the end of the promotion will be Sabian's NAMM launch of new product. So we've got some really cool cymbals here to check out. Some interesting hats. These are called click hats. Very pretty. It's a nice kind of a smooth sound.
Is the bottom cymbal laid in the same way?
Yes, it is actually. Bottom cymbal is
interesting. You know, normally you would expect that to be a really dry cymbal, but it's
deceiving. One thing I found with cymbals is, you know, the adage of you can't judge a book by its cover really holds true for cymbals because they don't always sound like they look. Now, something like this is called a compression hat. So they almost sound as if they're electronically compressed.
Yeah.
So it's something kind of different.
Interesting.
These we're calling the vault stacked hats, and this obviously would be more appropriate probably for an auxiliary hat or a cable hat kind of thing, but it's kind of a fun effect thing.
I like that.
And then we've got the Stadia Bride. This is actually a really pretty sounding ride if you're into like a sort of a mini ride. Amazing bell. Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's neat because it's got a very high-end, crisp sound on the bow here.
Yep.
But the bell's really like heavy and meaty.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not that like freakishly high king of the ride.
Yeah.
And then we've got 2 crashes that we're calling arrow crashes. Obviously, we've got a bunch of holes in there. I think it's really neat that it won't translate the video, but the feel of these cymbals is great. They just have a really nice buttery feel when you play it.
I know what you mean. It's like I felt that before playing like the ozone crash.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's like you say, fluttery sort of feel.
Yeah. So you've got, you know, it's an ozone-like sound. It's got kind of an oriental flavor to it, but a little more sustained than an ozone would have. So they're kind of cool. We've got the AAX Air Splash. Super splashy splash, very quick. One of my favorites right now is what we're calling the Zen China. And this is kind of a fun cymbal to play because you get a lot of nuance out of it. You're playing it more like a ride. I think something like that, maybe with 3 rivets in it too, would be a nice addition.
Kind of smoky, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we've got an HH glass crash, we're calling it, ostensibly hand-hammered. Actually, it'd be a nice little light ride too.
It could work as a fast ride.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we've got an AAX sound control. We've done sound control cymbals in the past, but not in AAX, so this is something that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see, but the sound controls actually have a little flange on this outer portion. It's turned up, not nearly as extreme as the Chinese, but that just helps control the sound a little more. So you check them out, go to cymbalvote.com, pick your favorite, and then hopefully it'll be in the line come January.
Now people are voting right now, right?
Right now, yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of like the Survivor scenario. So every few weeks a couple will get voted off, so there'll be fewer and fewer to choose from until we narrow it down to 4, and they will be the product launched in January in Anaheim.
So is the announcement going to be made at NAMM?
It'll be a little bit prior, but the debut will be at NAMM.
Gotcha.